videos eating pani puri and dosa, is a trained Odissi classical dancer, speaks fluent Hindi, and now her video with the Japanese ambassador where they're dancing on Kavala, the song from superstar Rajnikanth's latest film, has gone viral. On Mirror Now, I'm joined by Mayo, YouTuber from Japan and someone who describes herself as Hindi bolne wali Japani ladki. Welcome, Mayo. Thank you very much for joining us on Mirror Now. Namaste. First of all, tell us all about this video of yours that has gone viral on Rajnikanth film song Kavala. You're dancing with the Japanese ambassador there. And of course, you also talk about how the Japanese people are huge, big fans of Thalaiva.
Yes. So Ambassador and I danced together because we both are promoting Japan and India for the better relationship. And I make videos in Hindi about Japan and India. He's now eating pani puri, making some videos and uploading on Twitter to show love to India and have build a bridge between India and Japan. And then we came to know about each other. And then I knew the ambassador. He came to know about me doing making YouTube videos and stuff. And then we decided to make a collab video. And then we don't know what to do, but I suggested to dance to Kavala because one, Rajnikanth sir is very famous in Japan. So there are hardcore Japanese fans for Rajnikanth, and some of them come to India just to watch Rajnikanth's movie and get to watch the first show of that movie, latest movie. So that's and then every year on Rajnikanth's birthday, some people just get together, do huge celebration for Rajnikanth's birthday. So that's how Japanese fan base are. And then we thought it's nice to dance the Kavala because it's kind of like the signature of symbol of Japan in their relationship. So yeah, that's how.
All right, Mayo, I believe your YouTube channel, which has millions of subscribers, you had started back in 2018. And, I was going through it and your love for India is very reflective in your videos. You're exploring the streets, you're going to places across India and making videos, interacting with the Indian people. Tell us all about your love for India and how did it really start?
So मैंने हिंदी में पढ़ाई की है सबसे पहले. So I speak, and then but I got job at somewhere else. So और धीरे धीरे मुझे लगा मैंने हिंदी सीखी है तो हिंदी में कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. So I first started teaching Hindi language to Japanese people. But after some time, I also started teaching Japanese language to Indian people in Hindi, उल्टा कर दिया. And then people started watching my video, and मुझे लगा ठीक है और थोड़ा सा कोशिश करती हूँ. So I started making travel vlogs or cultural videos, making pani puri, which is my favorite food, by the way. So धीरे धीरे my channel grows. So now I became 80% of my job is being an influencer right now, YouTuber. So that's how it started. Also, मैंने हिंदी पढ़ने की निर्णय लिया है क्योंकि मेरे पिताजी जो है हिमालयन पर्वत में चलते थे, इसलिए वे अक्सर इंडिया जाते थे और उनको बहुत इंडिया पसंद है. इसलिए उन्होंने रिकमेंड किया था कि मायो हिंदी सीखो, बहुत मजा आएगा ऐसे करके. So that's how my journey of studying Hindi started.
Okay. Mayo, I'm seeing you're speaking very fluent Hindi. In fact, a lot of words that you use, perhaps a lot of us don't really use them as well as you are. I'm sure you get a lot of reactions when you go out on the streets of India, when you're traveling, when you're making those videos of yours. What response have you really got on these videos so far?
तो पहले लोगों को बहुत आश्चर्य होता है because not many Japanese people, not many foreigners speak Hindi. Yeah. So people get surprised. And also the second thing I get is the love towards Japan. Japan. So I'm so glad that India Japan have good relationship, and Japanese people love India and the Indian people love Japan. So that's very, nice. And I get so much love from India and support. So I'm so happy and blessed. I'm very honored.
That was my next question to you, Mayo, about India-Japan ties. The two countries have shared a good friendship over the past several years. But, there are areas where India and Japan might be having differing views. Case in point, the most recent Russia-Ukraine war, where both the countries have very different points of view. But they have been, people-to-people ties and diplomatic relationship has been strong. How do you view this relationship, and how do you see people like yourselves contributing to the ties?
Mm-hmm. So for politics, I try to stay away from politics because there's certain things that we can't just, agree on everything. That diplomatic level, I don't mention anything about it. For the people level, I feel both countries love like both countries, which is great. But I feel like there are some other some misunderstanding. I wouldn't call it misunderstanding, but for example, a lot of Japanese people now love Indian movies. So RRR was a big hit in Japan. And so many people love Indian movies and Indian food, but not all of them act like obviously travel to India and saw actual India. And there are some like misunderstandings as well, or the language wise, the religion wise, India is very diverse and not many Japanese people understand the depth of it, the variety, difference within India. So I feel like, of course, not many Japanese people understand India correctly. Of course, India is a diverse country. We can't really understand India. Like even I am trying to understand, but it's a long way. So I feel like Indian Japanese people can travel to India more and they explore and get the first hand experience, enjoy India. I hope people travel
Yeah.
more and vice versa. Indian people, like I get a lot of lovely supportive comments on my YouTube, and I feel a lot of people love Japan, which is great. But then there are certain misunderstandings, some stereotypes, of course, are going on because they've never been to Japan. And so I feel like my job is to give the correct, actual, first-hand information about Japan for the Indian audience. So धीरे-धीरे मुझे लगता है हो जाएगा, but I feel there are a lot more things that we can work on and build better relationship, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, Mayo, you've also talked about, what you feel about India. And while you have talked about the positive sides and shown the viewers the positive side, you've also talked about the cultural shocks that you got here in India. And, you have this one video where you talk about the 10 cultural shocks in India that you felt when you first came here. And one of them is spicy food. And I know we, as Indians, we love our spices, but for people who come from outside, it's a little bit too much for them. But, I hope you have overcome that. And what has been like now your favorite food, your favorite dish here in India?
I get this question a lot, but I love so many Indian food. I can't decide in one. Today I had aloo paratha, which was so good at the Indian house. Like घर के आलू पराठे बहुत अच्छे लगे. Also, I love butter chicken. Like that's the king of it's very cliche, but I love butter chicken. Also, what can I say? I think I like chaat, like pani puri, dahi puri, aloo tikki, pav bhaji. ये सब मुझे बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं. So
I think
everything,
you're really connected
everything,
with the heart of India.
yeah, everything but like mirchi. So I'm not that I don't. My spice tolerance is very low. So रो रो के खाते हैं हमेशा. So हमेशा बोलती हूँ मिर्च मत डालना भाई. थोड़ा सा भी मत डालना. I mean थोड़ा सा तो लोग डालते हैं, but I try to make it less spicy. But yeah,
All right, my last question to you, Mayo. What are your plans ahead? And because you speak such fluent Hindi, if you have a favorite song and you would like to sing for our viewers, please go ahead.
I'll sing something very funny. That's not the original song, I know, but I really like it. So guess which song this is, okay? फिर
Okay.
जाले जब जाले तू शो चले में जाले जा जा शो चले जा जा. Do you know this one?
All right, on that note, Mayo, thank you very much for talking to us on Mirror Now and wish you all the best for your future endeavors. And glad that you are in love with India. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Well, let's move.